What is up, guys? Welcome. It's your girl, Demi. Welcome to the Demigodest show. Before we get into some things, if you're new, welcome, friend. Make sure you hit that thumbs up because that helps me get on the algorithm. Even if you feel like you don't vibe with me, you don't want to subscribe, give me a like button on your exit, okay? Let's go ahead and review The Patient, which is from, it aired on FX. I really enjoyed the series, and here's why. Let me break it down. But before I get into that, let me share my screen with you guys so you guys can see a little bit of it and why I loved it so much. Okay.
I'm not content.
Hold on.
So, what can I help you with, Gene?
Not content. I get angry. That's the sort of thing you help people with, right?
Yes. My whole life, I have been trying to figure myself out so I can help other people understand themselves so they can have good relationships. And here I am.
Time to get back into therapy?
I want you. I want the expert. I'm not normal. I need to get better.
Anyone who has come this far, who has made the choice to come to therapy and keep hammering away at the hard things, they can be helped.
But I have got bigger problems. I have a compulsion to kill people. So should I tell you more about my life?
Successful therapy requires a safe environment.
All right. That's all I'm going to show you guys in regards to the trailer. If you want to watch the trailer, make sure you go on here. Make sure you go on here. You could go onto this website. Okay. You also could go, if you have Hulu, you could watch it. On FX, you could watch it. Oh, actually, they said it's only on Hulu. Okay. So, but it is from FX, by the way. So this is rated as a drama mystery thriller. Let's just see what the overall rating is. People gave it a 7 out of 10. And then you know how I like to break down the sorry, I don't know if you guys seen this or not. Hold on. If you guys didn't see that, I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, so it's deemed as a drama, mystery, and thriller, and we also are going to go through the reviews. Okay, I really like psychological thrillers. First of all, there's not really that many genres I'm not into because I'm a huge movie person and a huge TV series, miniseries. If I had to compare, I really like movies more than series. It takes a lot for me. Like, I swear I have ADHD, but doctors say I don't have ADHD. Like, I cannot stay focused. I am notorious for starting series and not finishing them. So when I come across a series that I could binge it and I really watch it, it's really, really good. Okay. Sorry, my cat is acting a fool right now. So if you guys don't know The Patient, okay, so he essentially is a serial killer. This person is a serial killer. So it's a psychotherapist finds himself held prisoner by a serial killer who demands to help him curb his homicidal urges, which we had watched the trailer. If it didn't show on YouTube Studio, I'm sorry. Just go onto the website and then you can see the trailer for yourself. I recommend you guys watch it. One thing that I will say, if you are a person that is into like human services, you know, biology, human like rights, psychology, things like that, even social work, this would be a very good series for you to watch. I've always been intrigued with serial killers and what makes them tick, you know, trying to find out what is their reason for, you know, harming people, right? Or unaliving people. I've always been fascinated in that science. Even from down to like cartoon characters like the Joker, Harley Quinn, things like that. So yeah, you guys should watch it. It's really interesting to see how you get into the mind of the serial killer, but you also get into the mind of the therapist and, you know, the things that he's resolving, and for him disassociated himself in that environment because he is chained up in this man's basement and he does know he is going to get killed by this serial killer once, you know, he sees fit and things like that, because he has this idea, um, this grandiose idea that he's going to be fixed right away. And therapy doesn't work like that, especially things in making him being very compulsive and wanting to harm people. There, he needs to unpack a lot of stuff that has happened to him from his childhood. And also his mother is an enabler in here. That is a whole nother side of him that needs to be unpacked in this series. Hold on. I need to let my cat out because he's going to keep interrupting this. And give me 1 second. Bye-bye. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that is really, really, really important to unpack that as well. Just, you know, me being a psych major, I really wanted them to get a little bit more deeper into the situation between his father and him, the serial killer, and the mother, the dynamic there. This series has not been canceled, but it has not been greenlit for another season. I think it has the potential to have another season. I would love for them to go a little bit deeper in this. And hopefully, well, I'm not going to give off, you know, what happens on episode 10, but hopefully they're able to. Nah, the way it ended is just different. Anyways, I don't want to give that off, but I am giving some of the information off. So let's go ahead and get into some of the comments, though, because you know I like to read the comments. Which the acting here was A1, by the way. There's 265 reviews. Someone says, Dave79 says, great premise, questionable format, 7 out of 10. Someone has gave it her excellency, gave it a 9 out of 10, a surprise among current TV series, which it is, because they don't really, if you really watch TV shows and movies, they don't really bring in science. If it's not like Law and Order, those type of shows, they don't really bring science into a lot of stuff that really makes you like thought. It's very thought-provoking pieces in writing. It's really not like that. A lot of stuff is like action, you know, just typical thriller. It doesn't really make you think or require you to use your brain, and this series does. This series is definitely for intellectuals, hands down. Steve K says, here's why I think it was such a great show. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10, ridiculous people. I saw all the low rating stars and was confused why this brilliant, thought-provoking, cerebral, well-acted, well-executed, thrilling psychodrama was receiving such low ratings. The reason is rather ridiculous. If your main problem was this show is with the length of episodes and or the fact that you can't watch the entire thing at once, then you don't have a problem with the show. You have a problem with Hulu or FX distribution of it. How about we review the actual content of the show and not act like anything that requires even the most minimum amount of patience is unacceptable? I personally like the distribution and length of episodes. You know, that hour after dinner and after work when it's really easy to fall asleep, even during shows you like. This is a show that keeps me wide awake every week, and I really look forward to it. we want to get into a lot of these is just highly rated stuff, but I want to get into low ratings. So here's one, Spider Monkey Coleman, a strong start, but ultimately ruined by an unjustified length and bad ending. I didn't really like the ending as well either, but it also left it open-ended. It didn't really give them much room to set up season two. Season two could go any type of way, any type of direction. I kind of agree with them on that, but I still want to give it a 5 out of 10. Okay. Here's a 4 out of 10 by Xavier Stone. Some good acting, but the 20-minute episodes makes it terrible. Yeah, I really wish the episodes could have been like 45 minutes to an hour if they were just going to do 10 episodes. It should have been in length, and they could have built up the story a little bit more. Even though I feel like they build up the story really, really well, I feel like they could have really showed his father, the serial killer's father, the story, the background on it, because the therapist tried to get to that part, and the son and the mother just kind of skated around that situation, which it could be a twist. If they do season 2, it could be all along that the mom was really abusing, probably manipulated the son, and she really was the abuser. You just never know. So I love both actors. The writing and flashbacks all paint a good picture, and it's easy to follow along. However, it seems as though just as soon as you're getting into it, the episode ends and there's a new development just to hold your attention for the next episode. This could have been much better as a movie or even 1-hour episodes. Yeah, that's what I agree. 1-hour episodes. Most people are not going to be that thrilled to be waiting for a week just to catch a 30-minute show update. I'll wait for the entire series to finish releasing and then watch the rest in one setting. Some other parts that aren't that good, but overall watchable. This needs more text in the review. Okay. Oh, let's see this. So they changed their rating. So Dana421 says, changing my 10-star review after watching the 3rd episode. This was my 10-star review. We seriously need more shows like this. Tired of so many garbage shows out there. The Patient is well written, well acted, unusual show. It's Dexter in psychotherapy. Steve Carell's acting is excellent as usual, very convincing as a Jewish therapist. And Dom Hall Gleason created a strange but somewhat likable Dexter-like character. Extremely knowledgeable in fine foods because of his profession. Keeps explaining the food he brings home from restaurants with fancy names and description. The show has dark humor combined with suspense and intellect. I've watched 2 episodes so far, and I hope the quality and the momentum of the initial episode is maintained. I really enjoyed it, and this is my 5-star review. After waiting a whole week for the 20-minute 3rd episode, changed my review to 5 stars. It's like getting a box of chocolates, and when you open it, there's only 1/2 eaten chocolate. Episodes are too short and empty, not worth waiting 1 week for a half-eaten piece of chocolate. Could you have been excited? Could have been excellent, great acting, could have been an interesting storyline. It may still be, but for now, it's not worth the 1 week wait for 20 minutes of emptiness. So it seems like a lot of these people's ratings is based on the length of the show, which I agree with that very first review that I said earlier, that I read earlier when they said, you guys need to rate it off of the contents, the acting, and things like that. So it doesn't seem like these people overall have issues with the acting. They feel like it's excellent writing, excellent acting, great storylines. It's just the episodes are so low. So if they do a season 2, it's fine to do 10 episodes, but just make it an hour. I cannot give you guys commentary on watching it week by week because I just saw it on Hulu and I thought it was good. And I saw a lot of advertisement when this show did come out, but I didn't have Hulu at the time. So I can't if I was to think, if I watched the show when it was out and it was active and, when it first came out, would I feel the same way just based off of what I saw? Because of my short attention spans, as I mentioned before, it works for me. So I don't think I think my rating overall, which I'll give you guys my rating, I would give it a 9 out of 10 because I like the acting. I really like the foreshadowing in here. I like the psychotherapist and the serial killer's relationship. I also liked the storyline of the serial killer. I love the actors that they portrayed. I really like the stories. When the therapist was disassociating, he also was grieving in the process because he knew who he was eventually going to be killed. I liked everything about this. I liked the writing. I liked the production of it. It was fantastic. That's the only thing that I would have. I don't think I will have an issue with it, but I would like for it to be longer episodes if they are going to do an episode, not an episode, a season 2. I think that's only fair. I think people points is valid, but I don't think it's valid when you talk about the length of the episodes and that takes away from the overall acting and things like that. I don't like that. I don't care to like that. So I recommend you guys watch this series. It's really good. I wouldn't recommend something for you that I wouldn't watch and I wouldn't sit through. So I hope this helps, and I hope you guys get Hulu if you don't have Hulu, or watch it on somebody else's Hulu account. But just watch it. It's really good, especially if you are a highly intellectual person. You really like psyche stuff, right? The human mind, human behavior, things like that. This is definitely a series for you to watch, okay? Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. Check out all my other content. And I'll see you guys soon. I love you guys. Peace and blessings, babes.